Well, that turned off right in time. So, Dressed in Decay said, "Thank you for the beautiful scenery. You are wonderful to share with all of us. Hope your tooth is better." Thank you for thinking I'm wonderful. And you're welcome for the beautiful scenery. And I really didn't do the scenery, I just videoed it for you. There's a higher power out there that's in charge of all that scenery. Okay, and I hope my tooth is better. My teeth are, I can feel them. They're not quite numb, but they've got these bubbles up in the gum, which I guess is where it's releasing its pressure. So I'm not in pain. Okay, and down we go. I wonder if you can get your teeth pulled out, if it will accept freezing when you have those big bubbles on your gum. I mean, the bubble is at the infection, and if it's infected, it won't get, you can't numb it. Anyway, I'm not going to think about it today. Oligio, Oligio, has made a comment on 4518, which you will never know what that is, because I don't know. Awesome. Well, I guess this is why it's better to answer comments on the videos, isn't it? NC Bubbles wrote to me a personal message. We won't read that because that would be improper. Amy Dan, those trees are gorgeous. Hope your toothache is gone. Amy, Miami, Florida. You know, Amy, every time you tell me you live in Miami, it makes me think about going to Miami. Could I come and stay with you in Miami? Wouldn't that be nice? We could go and look at the ocean. We could see it bang. I remember being in Miami once, going to the airport, and there was nothing anywhere except cement. I found one tree in the sidewalk, and I went and hugged it. I know I was a little ditzy back then, too, but whatever. Amy Dan says, "Nancy, slow down. You're driving a little too fast. Scared me, lol." Yes, well, I know. Our speed limits here are high, I guess. When I was in Connecticut and in New York, some of the speed limits were 45 miles an hour, and that was just agonizingly slow. We don't go that slow here. Any road, the speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour, or clicks, which means 80 is 55. No, 80 is, yeah, between 50 and 55 miles an hour. And then on major roads, on highways, the speed limit is 100, so everybody goes 120, which is 75 or so. It's a little fast. Anyway, so although the speed limit is 80, nobody goes the speed limit. It's kind of a rough estimate here because the OPP, the Ontario Provincial Police, will not give you a ticket unless you're going over 15 kilometers above the speed limit. So if it's 80, you can go 95 without getting a ticket. And so everybody goes 95 or 100. They'll go 100 actually. They don't get tickets. So that's why I drive a little fast. I'm sorry. Even on the back road, sometimes I have to get somewhere. Okay, so now we'll move to the next one. Dina Emily has made a comment on 4518. Wow, thanks for sharing. You're welcome. I don't know what I shared, and it's been labeled since then. This makes it a little difficult. Okay, and Dina Emily has made a comment on Nancy today. Accept, adore, admire, and appreciate. That is about your husband. That is about your wife. I don't think men watch this. I hope most men aren't watching because I like women. Yes, this is good advice. However, this needs to be on both sides. Well, that's true. It needs to be on both sides, but I think that if you start it on one side, it will come on the other side. People will really respond to that. As long as the husband remembers to do it back, otherwise it's not a healthy, balanced marriage. Well, part of it is just the way you see each other. It's not that you are faking it and being gushy, but you're just accepting, this person's the way they are, and you do adore them, which sounds kind of gushy, and you admire them. I mean, everybody's got good points. No matter how bad they are, they've got good points. You can admire those good points and appreciate people do things for each other, and whenever somebody does something for you, it really feels good if you are told thank you, no matter who it is. If it's your husband or your child or anybody you're in contact with. So it's good advice. However, this needs to be on both sides. But I think that if you started on one side, even if it never happens back, I think if you just do that in your dealings with people, all people, it's the love of Christ, right? Compassion and charity, the pure love of Christ. I mean, if we're going to be like him, then we need to love like he loves. And so adore, we don't often say adore, but it's love, isn't it? I love all of you. I adore you all. Some of you make it a little hard when you say mean, nasty things to me, but I delete them and I block you. And you can't hurt me anymore because I have to protect myself. Okay, Panthera50 has replied to your comment on Nancy today, harmonica holder for the camera. Lol, lol, lol. LOL, 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 LOL. And that was about the harmonica holder. I got a harmonica holder to put the camera, to hold the camera when I'm driving. Only trouble is that it tries to stick the camera right here. So that doesn't work. So anyway, I gave up on that. I might be able to use it when I'm working around the house. Anyway. Lol, lol, lol. Maybe that video then should go under funny, funny, funny. So let's click on it. We'll wait for it to open. Harmonica holder for the camera.
Okay, I'm going to see if we can go through 5 together. I went through it and then I...
Okay, harmonica holder for the camera. We will scroll down.
So let's just see
And see under here is playlists. And so you click on playlists. And then down here they open up. And I'll go to funny, funny, funny. These are my playlists, Like this is a lot of playlists. You see that's my thing there? Look at how many playlists I have. I try and organize them for you because I know I'm a little bit... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Funny, funny, funny. This is S. R. P. N. M. L. K. H. Funny, funny, funny. Okay, so we'll click on funny, funny, funny. And then we'll go back down here and we'll click on add. So that's wonderful for me when you guys tell me that something is really funny because then I can add it. Oh, look at that lovely place I was driving. Oops.
that's not going to work for you there now.
Okay, so let's get out of this. Click. Okay, now we go back to our inbox. Lol, 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 lol. Okay, next we can take off our flag it thing and we can go to the next one. And this is Marcianne 85 has replied to your comment on Nancy today to the dump part 1. Unadia. About a small town about 45 minutes south of Macon. Unadia. I've never heard of that. So I'll take out I'll go down here to start. And I'll go up here to Google Earth. Because I like to know where people are. Okay. But I don't know. That might not be where she is, actually. That could be an answer to something. I'll have to go back and check what that was about. Oh, I know. That was a place. I think I've been there. I used to go to Macon. Okay, thank you for that information, Marcianne. So now, Carsmatic.